welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give you a tour of my carrot and onion garden, and we are located in zone 5B. So here where we are in Wisconsin, we have been getting a lot of rain and a lot of hot weather, more so than normal. But I will give you a tour of my gardens and show you what I have going on. Right here I have a row of ruby buckwheat. And I like to grow it in my gardens because I think it's very pretty. It has these cute little pink flowers to it. And it's considered a chop and drop plant, so you can chop it and drop it in your garden, and it adds nutrients to your soil. So I think buckwheat is a really good plant to grow. Next to it, I have a red zinnia here. And if you come back here, I have one open. She's a beauty. I usually grow a purple variety called Purple Prince. That one is gorgeous. I don't have that one this year, but I'm growing this red one and another one in the other garden. Next to it, I have some dill that I planted. I grow a lot of dill. I like to dehydrate my dill. I like to add it to homemade ranch dressing, some dips and things like that. So dill is great, a great companion plant to cucumber. And over here, this variety of cucumber is called Unagi, and it's a very big cucumber. It can get to 11 inches. It's a spineless cucumber with a very small seed cavity. It's fairly prolific. I haven't grown it for a couple of years now, but when I did, it just constantly produced a great cucumber. I highly recommend it. And you can see I am growing it nestled with the cucumber here. This has gone to seed. I'm just going to let it go. It's a great companion plant for your cucumbers. And then over here is another row of the cucumber that I planted maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'll have a continuous and later harvest. And also I have some more dill growing over here. So I already put a batch in my dehydrator, and I plan on doing another batch tomorrow, hopefully. Then next to those cucumbers, I have a row of radish. And now these radish probably should have been picked. I have picked quite a few, but some were left in the ground. We recently had a garden tour, so I wanted to leave some plants in the ground. But I'm pretty sure that those are pretty much done. I did plant another row here. And then right here I have 2 rows of beans. So I have a green bean that I like to grow called Kalima. It's a really great bush bean. It's a green bean. And then I grow a yellow one called Goldilocks. And that's a favorite of my mother, so I have to grow that. Next to that, I have more dill and nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are really great to grow with your cucumbers. A wonderful companion plant. And these cucumbers are my pickling cucumbers, so they're a national pickling cucumber. So I see some little ones forming on there, but I have not harvested any yet. Then next to that, I have more nasturtium and more dill. And then these cucumbers over here, my husband was supposed to make a trellis for me, but he hasn't done that yet. Hopefully I'll be able to train him. But these are called Ashley. These are a new to me cucumber, and they're supposed to be really good for hot weather climates, which here in Wisconsin, you're not really considered a hot weather climate. However, this year we've been having very hot and humid weather, so I think that is why the Ashley cucumbers are doing so well here. So these are all Ashley, and then I planted some more little seedlings a couple of weeks ago that are coming up. Then alongside, I have a row of onion here, and these are my red wing onions. And these are a fantastic storage onion. So basically, I just pulled my last one out of storage a couple of weeks ago, and it is late July right now, so I would consider that a really good storage onion. Over here, Going this way, I have my Utah Spanish sweet onion. These are also a really good storage onion. The onions that I grow are considered to be long day onions, which is for our zone. So check your zone to see if you should grow long day or short day onions. So where we are, we grow long day onions. I grow all of my onion from seed, and I do it using the winter sowing method. So when I planted these in spring, they looked like little blades of grass. They were very tiny, and they're doing very well. Then next to that, I have a row of carrots. These carrots, I think these are Romance and Bolero carrots. And on the top of the row, I have a jalapeno plant. Jalapenos are good companion plants to carrots. And then next to that, I have another row of my Utah onion. I love those onions. I dehydrate a lot. I make my own onion powder, and yeah, they're just a really good onion. Next to that, I have a row of beets. So I have Cylindra beets, and then down over here I have a golden beet. And a few weeks ago I planted some more Cylindra beets, and I'm gonna keep going down that row. Maybe next week I'll plant a few more seeds. That way I'll have a continuous harvest. But I have to say, the beets, I mean, for having as hot of weather as we've had, they're holding up pretty good. And they're actually, I think they're getting ready to be harvested because the roots are popping out of the ground, so that's pretty good. So what I like to do with my beets, I'm not a really big fan of eating beets, but I do have friends that like to eat beets that I share with. I like to dehydrate my beets, and then I powder them, and I like to add them to my sauces and casseroles, and it just adds extra nutrients. So that's what I do with my beets. Next to it, I have another row of the Utah onion. And then I have another jalapeno plant. It popped out of its cage. And then I have more carrots. I believe these are the Bolero carrots. And the Bolero carrots are a very good storage carrot. So I still have some of them in my refrigerator. So yeah, they're a really good storage carrot. Then I have another row of onion. These are the Utah onion. Next to that, I have my Scarlet Nantes, a very good carrot growing here. And then I have my Utah onion, another row here. So if you can see, I don't know if you want to back up, how I plant onion, carrot, and I kind of alternate them like that. That's a good way of doing companion planting. They grow very well together, keep their pests away from each other and things like that. And also the beets do really well nestled into carrots. So that is why I plant that like that. On the edge of the garden, I have my marigolds, and I believe this is a variety called Cracker Jack. You can see it's a very tall variety. They just started opening, so if you want to come and take a look, it's on a nice sturdy stem, so they are a good flower that you could clip and bring into your vase. So that's what I got going on here, are my marigolds. And I like to think of it as kind of a wall, because we live out in the country. We have a lot of rabbits, we have a lot of deer. Even though it doesn't stop everything completely, it does help a little bit. So anyways, this is my carrot and onion and cucumber garden. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I hope to do my tomato garden soon. So if you're interested, please give my video a like, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.